Wow. Where do we begin? You are so fascinating, you are so riveting, and yet you're canceled.
Well, cancelled is a loose form, isn't it? There's been an attempt to cancel me. There have been many attempts like this before, and somehow I remain resolutely uncancelled. But because in the end, I was required to apologise for disbelieving Meghan Markle, who I don't believe. And I believe, which is ironic, that you should be entitled not to believe somebody if you don't want to.
If you could speak to Meghan Markle today, what would be the tenor, the tone of that conversation, and what would you say?
I would say to Meghan Markle, look, sit down with me, with your husband, for an equally long interview to the one you gave Oprah Winfrey. And let me ask you more difficult questions about all your claims. But let me ask you a wider question, which is this. If you hate the royal family that much, why do you keep your royal titles? Why do you keep calling yourselves the Duke and Duchess of Sussex? Why? Why would you do that if it's not just to make millions and millions of dollars? And playing the victim as you do it is frankly nauseating.
I mean, if overwhelmingly the palace is popular in the UK and Meghan is not popular, it's reported that she made a phone call to your boss at ITV. What did she say to your boss as it related to you in this coverage?
Well, I didn't even know that Meghan Markle had contacted my boss at ITV. I didn't find that out till I left. It was certainly a very interesting revelation from where I sit, because clearly she was trying to put huge pressure on my bosses to take action against me.
Since you left the show, were you disappointed that not enough people reached out publicly or spoke up in support of you publicly?
I had a lot of support privately from a lot of people, a lot of support publicly from well-known people, most notably Sharon Osbourne. But look at what happened to Sharon on the talk for defending me and my right to have an opinion, even though she made it clear that she didn't agree with everything I was saying. She was then targeted by Cheryl Underwood on the talk, and she was accused of supporting someone who had said racist things. It's not racist to disbelieve Meghan Markle. I don't give a damn about her skin color. I do care about the veracity of what she was saying. And I think that Cheryl Underwood should be the one leading the talk for falsely accusing me of racism.
I read a report that said there were 57,000 complaints against you at Good Morning Britain. Do you have any idea of how many were in support of you?
All I can say is there were 7,000 complaints against me, which was driven by an online mob who came for me all day, came from members of my family who were abusing my sons all day long, issuing death threats to them.
Your wife, as the mother bear of the children, was she, did she support you 100%, or did she say, Piers, don't put us in this line of fire, back off?
No, my wife's always been completely supportive about this, and she hates the online abuse. But the idea that my sons had to be targeted by so-called liberals in a way that was threatening to them, abusive and death threats and so on, is completely disgusting.
Have you heard from anyone in the palace thanking you for the, serious defense of them?
I've had some messages communicated to me on behalf of several members of the royal family.
Upper level
We're very
people?
grateful that. Well, I'm not going to go into who it was, but what I would say is gratitude that somebody was standing up for them.
Taking stock, is there something you would have done differently? Anything you regret?
The only thing I'd have done differently, I wouldn't have walked out on in the middle of the show in the way that I did. I don't think Americans realized it was only for a few minutes, and I went back in and did 2 more hours of the show. And in fact, I'm sorry, I'm not a racist. Nothing I've ever said about Meghan Markle is either racist or racially motivated. I've been very critical of Prince Harry. Last time I checked, he was white.
On that?
So I find this narrative deeply offensive.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.